John Mahama is the man for us. Oh, Ghana needs a change. Mama, I'm sorry and Renum, yeah, warfare was Yashi, Nina, Yawa, Deka, Ghana, Naneman, Sakia. Let us rise for a change. He's the best man. Alright, for a change. Naneman Sakia. Belashe. Time aswo. Time yaki. Mama, I'm sorry. John Mahama is the man for us. Oh, Ghana needs a change. Let us run. Omadeshe, Imobi Ajo, Imobi Akwaba, eba NDC 360. Ena yejebre, na watwi bia ebo dewro efa enhihye pa ene ne pa NDC amanyuko ene yewura John Dramani Mahama ewoma oman Ghana as far as the upcoming 2024 elections is concerned. Haso ena nyema ekotwi ba breman efa amamuo boni a ekoso ye my Ghana mu a ede ahokyere ne konada ababeto ye nyina asomanfo so no ne yejebre eyi nsem no baako boko tesa wo no se ne be ya akraketo akra ebeti ase. This is the 9th edition. Midiane Sammy Gyamfi Musumfo achiame hinema NDC amanyuko, and I will be hosting this 9th edition of NDC 360. Showy, we're streaming live on Facebook on NDC 360, X, do one our friend on Twitter, NDC 360 official, and on YouTube, NDC 360 official as well. We're also having a simulcast on 5 television networks simultaneously. We are live on Angel TV, TVXYZ, Weasel TV, Unia TV, and Loud Silence TV. And today we are also live on MBN TV, formerly Maranatha TV. If I got the name wrong, forgive me, I'll come and correct it. But formerly Maranatha TV, we thank them. And the many other platforms streaming this program live on YouTube and other social media platforms. We are most grateful to you. What are we talking about today? Very short. We're talking about Nkontompo Hine Alhaji Bawumia Utu Frank Ama MPP. And Trobe Brea, where dear Ghana for? Futura what two Ghana for near. Ofri say you refi into be to me as answer the 6 adane and I. About whether you need medical country we say about where we here. And it is about GDA. It's about who among those vying for the presidency we can trust. And until today, we will be assessing his credibility to see say so Okarina the student the bino echere nipa ye betumi anya no mugidie e de oman ahye anase debi. Na ye wie no under the moment of true segment no ye beba lest we forget and ye kakae ho afa yura John Dramani Mahama ne nyuma pa wa ya aboa Ghana empempi no anadodo no refi no ye be kakae ho kakra ne ye be health sector, some of the achievements, the superior legacy of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama emreti awa wonyaye edebe sumo meyi enyuma pa wo ye ya enu nti ye gina so asre biem se Ghana for beye ne mwa amato aba no ama ne biem isanse mpanyifo se de waye bida no ene ye frɛ no ayeboafo. Now you realize we forget now yeah the NDC and U segment and also ebebremo, and today on NDC and U we are revisiting the conversation about the Mahama 24-hour economy. And she share pa yura Mahama edeba edi adwuma ebe bagana bebre na edi ahotompuntu eni sikaba yebotom no ene yebe sanso edi ho enkomo biem. And these are the 3 main segments that we have for you. Medikai, like I said, we are live on Facebook, on X, and on YouTube. We are also live on the television stations I've already acknowledged and many other platforms. And like the link, share the link, and more importantly, comment, because I believe that I can count many of your text messages. Tell a friend to tell a friend that Sammy Gyamfi is live, NDC 360 is on. Yeah, the NDC in Sempano. In fact, Ghana mpuntu Ghana dache hono. Yeah, the bremo. No krense munkwa. A dance ye etaye chira. Ubehwe jumedi ye wie no. Ebe boawo am wo hunye bebre a na bia wontwe wadwen enko so. Na boawo am wetimi ato abapa amame. Eno nti ene yenye advertising bia. Just watch this moment of truth montage for me. Iwe ya ebeba na meji na screen ho, to bring you the first presentation on exposing the dishonesty of Alhaji Bawumia. Shall we, Mami CCI? This is the moment of truth, where we serve you with the truth and only the truth, nothing but the truth. And we are talking about the man on the screen, Alhaji Mahmudu Bawumia. The entire yedi ni hun komo na nyese bia ne ho na ye febro so ana ye ni bibia ka enti ne ye ka ne ho asem. We are talking about him because in prempria ye ka say ono ne omampanyi abedi akire. Omeyi aban a wote akonwa so. Ba so ku a aban na te. Se omonhwe omeyi sikasem nyina so no. Ono na ye ba so ku ne titireni. and iti Ghana sem sika sem ye ku twi ba bre man nyina no wo pese wo humu nchiremu apapa na betimi akire mu Alhaji Bawumia na potoka sem ye can say he's the chairman of the economic management team. Say improdie o tu franka ma MPP amanyoku a onam ebo ntoa se mon first year ne mame o kan sem bebre obi aso nye ni stia obi a nye ni stia mfiri ne nsem oni license impo ni amanistia because on the driver nyina no ye de car ye Ghana share wonsa no omode yafa kwan bone so ama car na konya accident a e de ahokyere ne abenedie ababeto yen so enso de bia osori o se mon first year ne maye na minim se wa wo hwe me no woni me be ya adwen se ye betumi di stia na ma wura Bawumia ade ba akopaa e wo se ye gina so na yesusu dua ye de be so no wahwe na yetimi ahu se ye betumi anya ne mugidie no ne nokre ka se ne sitie esan se onipa bi a won ka nokre you cannot trust the person. You see about why ye ba betui it's not just about promises boshe eno de yatia bre enye hwan na betumi de adwen wanwaso foforo bi aba even though that is important. Enye the odwa nanum se maye we da bi de hia titiru pa ne se nipa kura wo kasa nsem no o hye wo sa abo no o kasa big ideas and policies no ni sudi ne bind to say what is his track record na so ni dwuma wa ye ni nyuma wo ye ne nsem kaye ne de oyefa ne nsem kaye ho no ebetumi amaye nya ne mugidie de o me ya hye ne sa na. Trustworthiness is what we are talking about. Because if I can't trust you, then I can't give you my vote. It's as simple as that. So which of these two leaders, John Mahama, Alhaji Bawumia, leading the two Remeruni de Krompu Cheme? Maybe the NSA may ensem pense muna mama wa dance. E mrebia me to be also me chirisi na mama obiadi. Na wankasa wo de akwa adwendwen mu. Na wankasa wasi agina ya. Ebeboa wankasa wabrabo. Woma wabusua ene wodache. Next is based on integrity. Pape oye obi a wabempa twenyansa sem ko Canada memua they celebrate him. Ajidin people all across the world read his writings. Waka sendi ehun hia was a Ghana for yetwe adwensi so. O say glue a eka ye first akandifo leaders any on manfo bomu no e glue ba akopɛ e gidie trust na say gidie no ne fapem ene no kreka integrity. If you don't have integrity you cannot be trusted. And fa won say nipa ne be promise o say to abama me o to abama me a me do be kwa bruchiri mema $1 million maybe adwuma and fa won ne de nipa ne be ka say nipa kro no ye obi a onya no kwafo a his words means very little. Now you see ene yen to me kan nsem ni nyina etima fa nsem no ne fa bi part 1 pe. And under this part 1 me twe wadwen si in kontompo akese edu 10 lies that Alhaji Bawumia has peddled, and I will give you the evidence for you to know that indeed this man is a liar. When we call him a liar, we are not insulting him, we are not attacking him, because that is who he is, that is his nature, that is his name, that is his title, and that is the only name you can call him. And until the edikan 2020 MPP4 call Cape Coast. Omo ko launche omo manifesto. Bosha hodo anomo woma Ghana for. It was just like this time 2024 ya niye kwa kotuaba, because 2020 was an election year. Why am I starting with this? Because this was a promise and Asemo Bawumia kaye in the run up to the 2020 elections. And to bet me dia toto and Samuel Newoka in the run up to the 2024 elections. Or say, and yes, omu besi habo for frama Cape Coast for Debbie. Or say, omu si, omu gusu, omu si, we are building a new harbor for the people of Cape Coast. But we are casa seminar. And what dancing if we mame.
Good news for you. We are building a new harbor in Cape Coast and a new airport in Cape Coast. People of Cape Coast, I have good news for you. We are building a new harbor in Cape Coast and a new airport in Cape Coast.
Now, producer, I want you to play the video again. And why we're here, say good people of Cape Coast. No, we will build, or say we are building. Tape in the
Cape Coast, I have good news for you. We are building a new harbor in Cape Coast and a new airport in Cape Coast. It is people of Cape Coast, I have good news for you. We are building a new harbor in Cape Coast and a new airport in Cape Coast.
That is it. Kalkum yatinu kwenu. Bible says we no one sem yedi bebu afo na yedi bebu abem. We are building. Inti ene wa wo hweme no. Including MPP for amohwemia ebi kura mu didi matemi. Ye bisa mo say habona na bawomia say they are building o si no away. Because ono ankasa ne boss o mampanyi akufuado yeto abane ma wo mu wie pe no wakọ radio so akọka say ono onka ni ba bia say obesi ana wo si habo ama Cape Coast for shani so o mampanyi akufuado not Sammy Gyamfi not NDC o say bawomia your trofo because ono your mampanyi no onka ni ba bia da say o si habo e wo Cape Coast and now will be see. And on what dance in the remember.
As far as the harbor, we have to be very clear in our mind. We never committed ourselves. I never said I was going to build a harbor in Cape Coast. I said I was going to build a landing site, like what I've done in these other 6 other places in the central region. Cape Coast also will have its own landing site, and the construction of that will begin next year. The airport.
Yes.
The airport.
You see, MPP for free say Ghana for we have short memories. So, o me twankontompo 2016 age to me, 2020 o me twankontompo sa 2024 aba. And o masan so den sem de ba no moto Ghana for mrade. And e bi no mo boje ba wo miaso. But this is the man we are talking about. We say you are building a harbor. At the time there was no place in Cape Coast and EC harbor. Baby, you are na do na campus ya to 1 block pussy EC harbor. Not even 1 block. Yet with me TV cameras and him chatro, we are building a harbor. Then 1 year down the line, Akufo-Addo say, me share Bubiasa. We never, the commitment was never to build a harbor, but a landing site. Landing site, any harbor, ebe. So one who say MPP for Subaintie. One who say na Bawomia the Subaintie. And at the time this happened, maybe say who say we are same we see here. Emma Ghana, various media organizations, a report to here. So one tia nebi a wide range amaso. And let me play to you a news report that Joy News did on this. Cape Coast for Kasa, a kasa about nada papeyo dasui. Mon fan to sumame. Alaji Bawomia or the dada omo. Play that video for me.
I don't understand the apology. What he's saying, I don't understand it. Is he apologizing that he lied on Eagle FM? Or is apologizing that he's no longer going to build a harbor for us? You see, and what we have at Elimina is not a harbor that he promised Cape Coast. What Nanado has done, Nanado has told people of Cape Coast that we should all start crying. He has told that Cape Coast, our father has died, our mother has died. So what we have Cape Coast now is funeral. So from tomorrow, we Cape Coasters, we are going to put on black. We are going to mourn Nanado. We are going to put on black because he has deceived us. And we are demanding, we the youth of Cape Coast, we are demanding our harbor and the airport that he promised because it is in his manifesto.
A catching there, you were engineer man. The moment mix a crying Bahumia, near some no can. Bahumia, you want a cassette war. Well, there you go. Or will be there, or the Bamigafo. Oh yeah, harbor, no on your airport, no then yeah, and a president Nankasa, the Nadu, and Nancy Obela, now Bakache the my neighbors plane airport dam and no one could be see harbor man. I'm a big teachment, Many to chat, many to and
it was for our hope. Mr. Crafton. That is how depraved our country has become. That today we have in a very high office, at the very top, a man occupying the very high position of vice president. Nipa no krese eni nenum. Yenim boni ya no kredi aye Alhaji Bawumia. No krenam left, no far right. No krenam ha, no far say. How can you lie to people like this? How? Now, what do you have no cry na wodada or more? Enka airport now di chat one because he said we are building a new harbor and airport. It is airport no put the kesiye. And I mean no kase uko Cape Coast harbor nail airport wa she nothing has been done. Say same podium munya tumi wie no. Omampenye Kufuado say wakoda adwen when we say Cape Coast for kra mon sem fata airport. Oh yes, waka. E bia na unte. Waji 2 million based on Bosha what the Asha was say Messi harbor awansi or say Misi airport no what the akawonya no humpo also wadwen when we said maybe won share den here sana and cry ni Cape Coast here ya 1 hour 30 minutes and cry ni Cape Coast 1 hour 30 minutes what the hwe ho dan say any.
This morning, people feel strongly that looking at our potential in tourism, we need to put up an airport.
A place which is 1.5 hours from the capital, which is a major international airport. There's an airport in Takrady. Well, the studies are ongoing.
Go ahead. You don't see the need of an airport.
I'm not going to say the need.
Okay.
These things, they're not the response of a government should not just be people say we need an airport. The response of a government should be the matter has been thoroughly examined and the need has been established. And that is the process that the Ministry of Aviation is going through. Is doing the same with Koforidua from the region from which I come, which is also another regional location which is very near Accra, another an hour and a half, to be able to decide for ourselves whether in fact the need for the airport can be justified when you have Accra, you have Kumasi, you have Tamale, you have Takrady, whether on the coast with Accra's presence there's a need for an additional airport.
Let me just bring up this question, if you don't mind, because this is the first time I'm at.
We are building a new harbor in Cape Coast and a new airport in Cape Coast. It is very critical that we do that. An airport makes a lot of sense in Cape Coast. It's a real tourist hub, and between Greater Accra, Kumasi, and Cape Coast, you have a triangle that really is a lot of hub of economic activity. You can build railway lines between them, and it's a major growth pole if we put an airport here to drive infrastructure growth.
I can't help myself but laugh. Video ID can boy any Omampenye Kufuado. Wako Fremantle, wako tena radio so. I was say, habo ne de ho de crowd on de so wan hye sa abo no ba wumi ane kodi ne turo. Airport so I say Omampenye Kufuado enim so onhoro so. So what trefa ne bossa again they say can airport won hia ma Cape Coast na o say men car sa ba ye ntimi sore nka say yekusi airport sa akwa e wo say ye nhwehwemu hu say airport so no e be hia because enkran wo he ya Takrady wo he ya wo nyina wo airport Cape Coast shemfinfinti Cape Coast there afi wo say ye examination here enti Alhaji Bawumia anya examination no san nhwehwemu e wo say nka Alhaji Omampenye Kufuado say wo say wo ye ansa na waka say wo be si airport wo Cape Coast no ade no ma nyansa ansa no mode sa boshe na eba abeji tumi afi o manya tumi awie no so aboa no fidie ne chie na fidie chi na ne sunku agya no so ade sunku se se dia o se o se ekoye nhwehwemu se wo hia anso tie Bawumia o so wo hia pa ye hia airport e wo Cape Coast because Cape Coast wa Takrady wa ha enkran wa a triangle no wa ye ne say tie ye kora bit my railway lines. You see this man, he talks big, but he also lies big. He is nothing but a braggadocious talkative. Oyobi ananwe de. Say yemfa doko sempa under the nipano or your expect. And that is what you have seen. By your Number 2, the Chrese Bawumia on Kanokre and we can't trust him. For Cape Coast for airports and harbor fiasco netunchen. Now here we. Or say in 18 months of an MPP government, no community in Ghana will have a water or toilet problem. But Bawumia Nekaya 2016. We just simply so. Se Ghana for montu abamaye. Na montu abamaya. But so me do ngotwechi. Ensure hawe wo Ghana nyina no ebe solve. Ni ama Ghana fo nyina ensupanom. Ejanan bia ya ne problems e wo ha nyina so ebe solve. Na se bi obia so enya bi. But wo mia ne kan. This was not even in the MPP's 2016 manifesto. Ne ni omo manifesto mo. Into untumi nka say it's a failed manifesto promise. Na party bia no eto de bia enye omo manifesto promises nyina no mutimi di so. This was not a manifesto promise. But because of your trofo nti no gina platforms wa na it is entro no eba from left right center. Even what is not in their manifesto he will lie about. This is the evidence. Video ne mame.
There should be no village or community in Ghana after the first 2 years that would have a water problem or a toilet problem.
No. Full video now in 18 months, no community will have a water or toilet problem. In the way I was sharing, no, bisa ho cannot create them say. And Ghana 18 months, ne twem won fie mwotwe 8 years. Ya in their 8th year. Water and toilet problem, you solve where we are now. How can any politician even make such a promise? It is only a liar. Or no, everything is about power. So be ditro aji to me kura won fa ho. Number 3. 2016. Oba yanim se Ghana for yan to abama MPP. No metena konwa so no. O ka asem bia na ede pa. Se bi asem we uko nwuram. Eko kachira boa moti akra obedi wachi afiri ngurama bafie asem wa na asichire wom asem wa na ewo wom ede or say we don't have to borrow for roads. All we need to do is to toll omia ebo 10 awonya ye hiansa akwan na yaye no yemfa road tolls insisi so ye gigisika na ye betumi dia ya akwan ni nyina Obi ni se nipa bi petini ada pa kabibisa. Somebody is watching. I'm not a prophet, but I'm sure Obi I want to say maybe thinking say Sammy Gyamfi obo aba obi ntimi nkasa. Anywhere.
We don't have to borrow money from anywhere. Just toll the various sections of the road and we'll raise the money to do the roads in Ghana.
Producer me patrol repeat mame why? Repeat mame.
We don't have to borrow money from anywhere. Just toll the various sections of the road and we'll raise the money to do the roads in Ghana.
So, enumdwa hene entro hene nkontompo hene 2016 no otwa ntro na osre ene de otwa ntro na osa so asa no so ene beat nko eye ntro nko a obe ha nani akale de na osre ye be ye ni sesi na say mitimi hu no wakogina na nanu matena konwa anim no odwa nanum. Yeah, was yes, Samra way you be triamoka. Now people still believe this liar. Just say, yeah, in Penny say, yeah, they yell. Nah, no, yeah, yeah, fire. And throw away in it, you still believe this liar. Nanyane MPP Guanka Darocha party, Professor Kufia Briva party, UP party. Kapapa we bet me Omo Franka Tufuana. And never bestia, my bobesia. Amen. Na Ghana car. Kwame Nkrumah. Afrifa. Nikotoka. Echampon. Akufuado Papa Mpo. Akufunum. Dr. Hila Liman. JJ Rollins. Papa Kofuo. Papa Tamils. Papa John Mahama. 59 years. On what na konya so. Besi on boy ene ka omudi ja Ghana 120 billion ne da no. Opana Jack Toronto ni ninu yaketwa ba wo mia o say ni say e bobesia pode ye kwan omo de ka no every 120 billion to 538.6 billion And now check Ghana, Ghana, your population here be 30 million. Ghana Nibia de cap over 22,000 cities. Yes, including Washeme, including MPP, CPP, NDC, including a cracket why I want over 22,000. It is 220 million. No, in the Ghana is bankrupt. Or my need to mean to Yaneka. And in fact, not only are we engulfed in debts, IMF also despite the promise by this government said we will never go to the IMF. IMF da. And then Ghana is the world's largest borrower in terms of IMF. What do you read video with MCCA? Producer, give us that tip and let people judge for themselves.
What was the promise of the NPP?
You have to borrow responsibly.
He lied. Today, Ghana remains the world's largest borrower at the IMF. Nanado doesn't give a hoot.
We won't borrow money. Everybody borrows money.
They promised to borrow responsibly.
It only means that we are going to borrow responsibly and not recklessly.
I warned Akufo-Addo about his excessive borrowing, but he didn't listen.
Who is that?
Dr. Kofi Amwa says so.
They were warned from 2019 all through to 2024. They kept borrowing.
You have to borrow responsibly.
Ghana's debt is projected to hit a staggering 99% of GDP by the end of 2023.
You have to borrow responsibly.
As the World Bank has cautioned Ghana against excessive borrowing amidst concerns,
it only means that we are going to borrow responsibly and not recklessly.
As a Ghanaian, if we divide the national debt by the total number of Ghanaians, which is roughly give or take 30 million, in 2017, every Ghanaian owed 4,874 cedis. Fast forward to 2021, you owe 12,146 each and every one of you. When we look at 2024, when President Nana Akufo-Addo will be leaving office, you will be owing all the international debtors 18,312 Ghanaian cedi.
You have to borrow responsibly and not recklessly. You have to borrow responsibly and not recklessly.
Words may be forgotten, but broken promises are etched in our souls. Your words mean nothing, Baumia, when your actions are complete opposite of what you did in office.
Baby, these are the people who said, these are the same people. Confused bunch of people. Confused. They don't know anything. And so this is their scorecard relative to borrowing. All presidents from Nkrumah to Mahama in 59 years, 120 billion. More 7 years, 81.8 billion. Nobody had the papa mpo Kenya ya. Dear nobody scanner. Not even one hospital. Ometimi fiti ase whether a regional hospital or a district hospital, ye fiti ase ewie. Adi petimi kum kwa jaya. Dear nobody scanner. Me disikani se atam. And that is why we are struggling. And these people say they will break the 8. Almost sounds what shall but to Obama. And some want to make another mistake. No. Don't make a third time mistake by believing these lies. Number 4, Alhaji Bawumiana. Or say we will start constructing roads with concrete instead of asphalt. Yamposo kakra hadie emwedru. Assembly emwedru. So because since Ghana beto hono, Nkrumah kra or de fa hudi ba menye so sheboshe bi say. But this man Bawumia promised. Ghana kwan nyina was we asphalt a sentem dodo. Nti ono or the proposal akoma banya gia tum. Nti akwan ya wo Ghana nyina no mo ba ye no concrete. na Ghana for abagye so you na asem no de ehu kura ne say asem no ka na sori dem muntie mi yo enye so ka no political campaign platform so no can say oh political campaign platform the deeper timidity muntie mi ye onyame fie enya sori bia kwa lighthouse osofo panyi Dagi Ward Mills na sori onyame fie nyame sofo te wo you see bawomia ensuru nyame just like ne boss Akufo-Addo ada de nyame so we see asori dan amano a wafa so de awia Ghana sika over 1 billion new Ghana cedis na de otimi ye ya ma nyame the biggest pits in the whole world no bawomia so kugina asori dem ekodi tro so obeye concrete roads asphalt kra de enye omujaye me patro hwe eho adanse ni
all this asphalt bitumen stuff which the roads get washed away after 2 seasons. You look at the Mamoto Way, which was built with concrete, and it is lasting almost 50 years. And so that sort of got me thinking, and we started that discussion. It's a simple idea, but it's full of wisdom. I checked, and I realized that even in India, since 2014 in India, they have a policy to only build concrete roads because it works out much cheaper. So I said, well, let me bring this to my bosses. And we have been discussing this as recently as last week in Parliament. And Bishop Dag, I'll let you into it. Cabinet did decide last week that we should move towards concrete roads as a country.
Well, it be say a harvest chapel, it be say a lighthouse. Whether harvest or lighthouse, it's Bishop Dag be or. But no matter the name of the church, nyame fie, oni nyame asafo, nyame man, nyame honhom ti omumu. Okudi trama ya boy ensemu ama. Se wo be concrete roads. Mfie nwotwe since o kasa ase ni. Concrete road ne bi wen. Wa wutie mi MPP ni a, wo hwe mi a wudidi matem no. Wo hu concrete road ne bi wo ukrom. And you are marketing this liar. I don't know yes and before I don't know yes Mum pa chokra for true me catch say tetena say we are in the time of grace adom remuni we tetena na mransem du ne adwuma na ba wo mi a enka ogira wo twa tro na asase apai na nyame abufuo no asase na mene no. How can you lie even in church? How can you lie like that? 80 okay no Central for report here Ghana Web, this is it. 18 July 2017 we will start constructing concrete roads in Ghana bawumia. Number 5 where the fa wankasa wasitene mu ho. This is direct. And then before the BBR by a friend e-levy momo tax. It doesn't only apply to mobile money I will send ya tiu sika to o here ni wo bre somewhere nim fifre ye adwuma o send ya na ban ne se matiu sika. Enye ba baby amekonie. This same bawumia 2020 yakoto aba on Peace FM sometime in August 2016. Who say abato mraso MPP here to me no ofiti ase atwa kontompo ne zen o say o mommo de eye hiafo ne yusu ehinia say ye de to bi abeto so because mommo ye hiafo ne ye mommo enti to pa say ye de beto mommo so de bida but we me promise yet ono ankasa ehwe me ye de e-levy bae share this video for me.
Oh, the point is that you are not taxing mobile money, and it is for me my view and that we should not tax mobile money because mobile money transactions, a lot of the people who are using these transactions are very poor people. You know, someone will get sent 5 CDs on mobile money. Why would you want to tax that? Oh, the point is that you are not taxing mobile money, and it is for me my view and that we should not tax mobile money because mobile money transactions, a lot of the people who are using these transactions are very poor people. You know, someone will get sent 5 CDs on mobile money. Why would you want to tax that? Oh.
Yes, Abuja for another one. Say, why would you want to tax mobile money? A brand new entity so here. Yet, on the e-levy buy. And then wapepa na no so minimum hwe Akufo-Addo na de ba na me nka ho. Wapepa na no ofi say ye refi. Bosha or de share yen ene de oyeye. But well adanse that was a Bawumia himself. And the proposal e-levy on no kofa baye. On the daso ho da ye de baye ma banji tu. Enya me na meka MPP. Then General Secretary, Twetwefo Penyi, CEO of MPP. Oko cabinet meetings, John Boyd on the kind, any more. And that screen is no. Or say, we dear Bawumia Semwa, I feel more mame. Modern Ghana. This is a story by Eric Nanaya Kwafo. Or say, Bawumia is in full support of e-levy. John Boyd reviews John Boyd. And in turn, Semwa Wapa Wontoma. Because he was going to the cabinet meetings. And also Bawumia in full support. Not in support, in full support of e-levy. When you force a quarter kwasi obema ntoma ti anything. This same man no the e-levy abano. And they will promise us will be try e-levy when yaje. How can you believe him? Obiso John Boyd will be on Bawumia 17 or cancer. No problem. We mi kromni mi Gideon Boako, spokesperson to Bawumia. And also so you know say Bawumia supports implementation of e-levy. Bawumia supports implementation of e-levy. Spokesperson. Go and read the story. myinfo.com. It is there. And throw number 6. Ebusian 4. Mokai Bawumia and US dollar 1 cent. Emra na Bawumia be pay to me. None a pet subject. As someone no tak kampa was about CD. Because of Mampenya Akufo-Addo mayeti asese ono onim sikasem tam. Se Ghana sikasem fapem under Mahama. Ateti apansam. The fundamentals are weak. And if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. Shebompo se wache after they came to office after 100 days, also wache dollar to prison they won safwa koma IGP. And then I'm saying, she video mame.
But if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. The type of free fall that we are seeing with the cedi exchange rate is a vote of no confidence by market players in the management of the economy.
So, if the fundamentals are Bawumia on TB, Mahama more number, Mahama nima mamu. Fundamentals ni weak. Now, the entire dollar yet 3 cedis at the time was because investors are passing vote of no confidence. How much less omuni GDP we sikasemu. Yeah, Bawumia, the benyu anashonsa. Infio ngotwini. Fundamentals man, how far now? Oga, how far with the fundamentals? Dollar now watching ashe prison no. What in Kensin, what it change? And the dollar kaka krebi na 16 Ghana cedis. Ebreadi fusu akwanso for bread. Ama bibia ya de dollar krebi aboa ye den. Se fampo de bobo. President Mahama breso na pe 1 million CFA, 6,500 ubenya bi. And I just okita close to 27,000 cedis. But ne be na de ayo. Adena won kano kresa. Why? Ebusia for number 7. I'm showing you 10 lies peddled by Papeya Otisuye or Siyantu Abamano. Mon first year Nemameno. I'm showing you. So you can't trust him. And once you can't trust him, you can't vote for him to lead this country. Because the Osio Beyebian will get to me we are Obesisanano. The Cape Coast Harbor, Cape Coast Airport example are clear. What did he say? Number 7, I'll say under an MPP Akufo-Addo government, the economy will grow, say no and grow. And there will be jobs and jobs and jobs. Say yeah, but niya beshisho mainisi kasemye. Now mainisi kasembe nyine buswa ma edwuma so akosura buso. Wa wo hwe me. Na edwuma ho 70. Na Kufuor mechiamo. Mo 700 Ghana no mafa o, mo so me nkro ba ntua. And now, minti bi krada national service personnel omo strike. National service personnel omo allowance I'm not sure is even up to 2,000 cedis. And so omo lorry fempo omo strike. That is how broke and bankrupt this man Bawumia has rendered our economy. Nurses omu school 2017, 2021, 2022, 2023 omu tifie adwumani nurses. Teachers omu school tifie. Yamoma tra exams or my national service, no jobs. And the unemployment rate are 8.4%, almost 15%. So economy no can say to grow and create jobs. What do you have video? Look at the evidence.
Economy is going to grow and grow and grow, and we will have jobs and jobs and jobs. This is the economy of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and the
This is the economy of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, where unemployment has increased from 8.4% to almost 15%. National service for Ako strike. What be that? And they were unemployed trained teachers association, unemployed nurses trained nurses association. There is no hope. And this man says, Santo Abamani Biem. Adengana for your Huri and Costro, or Mubi saying, Shantre that way, wait ye, on one and grow for Zongo for, because we in Cremoni. Not me cry me so in Cremoni, Papa Bay, because then now, or the Bawumi or China or the Timothy, and they say, and power Christian, and you remember Cremoni. But this is what he promised the people of the Zongos. I said, we will build model senior high schools in Zongo communities in each of the 16 regions of the country. Alaji Bawumi on the kind. Say Zongo or region biya. Into region biya no, including what we region, whether Ashanti, whether Bono, whether Ahafo. Or say yebere Zongo kesi ya woni esi secondary school kesi ya model school. Ama Zongo for akobi. Ehwa dansi ni hwema me. MPP will build 16 model senior high school Zongo communities across the country. Bawumia promises. 1st August 2020. Ni ekwa kotoaba say ya. 4 years ni school no so we si ba akokra aka yebeka so we fiti ase. Not even one has been built. Not even one. He promised 16, not even one. And I want to know promise missy way. Where are the model senior high schools in Zongos? Number 9. Mokais has same way. Bawumia secures $19 billion Chinese loan for Ghana. Bawumia free say a refi. But in this campaign, it's about trustworthiness, it's about principles, it's about credibility. This was a time Bawumia called China. Obaye ye jamboree kesiye nipa koshia ne airport. The economic whiskey has hit a jackpot. Or the $19 billion aba. From China. Where is the evidence? This is the evidence. Ghana were 5th July 2017. $19 billion Chinese aid. Security to get 25,000 houses. Bawumia so no akonya $19 billion. Obe sit down kwa mako 25,000. And I must say, down kwa 25,000. Bawumia, I am trying to tell you, say, pay no crane in the noom or your trofo. That is who he is. Where is the 19 billion? And where is the 25,000 houses? Na yenya papa bi okrom wa IDEC penyipa Dr. Emmanuel Akweti samre no mu fi say nya ade ehren bia na ye good but omo Bawumi atwa omo nice te say the wako circle na ye de key soap ayo iPhone no Bawumi defraud omo o say let's applaud Bawumi for securing $19 billion Chinese loan. O say Bawumi ayade ye moyensem mano. So the executive director of the Institute for Democratic Governance, IDEC, Dr. Emmanuel Akweti, has lauded government's ability to secure a $19 billion aid to boost the economy. This is a quotation. The man goes to China for 3 days and brings $19 billion to our economy. Let's give him a round of applause. Round of applause for Bawumia. It is a round of applause in 19 billion away. Otrofo. Amma. And that is the same gain Frakadama or Didi Ghana for. You actually cried, they say $19 billion Chinese deal, joint venture, not a loan. I say, a joint venture. You see, but for can see and you more the penny swada than the pankwa. No crebianim. Me me two me much say me say ba wo me on cano cre. I've given you 10 lies. I've given you the evidence. Well, we are on number 9. Let's go for number 10. Number 10, we are going to stay on this for about 20 minutes because they won't hear. The entire menu is because of number 10. Okay. I will move Ghana from taxation to production. Me banama betete to also. Na me the Ghana free taxation to production. Yenre. So the free taxation to production. Etwa na yetuya under NDC Mahama Breson wabete so mama yenre. Yedi kan. Yenre to nko a ba wo mi ayede o maisi kasem share nsa as chairman of the economic management team odi agu yenso. Aban ne betera konwa so a first 10 and omo VAT move 5%. Enye anso wa ye fret to be special import levy. Nemre so 2017. I was saying aban ni twem. But we move from 2017 to 2019. So tax number 2. 2% special import levy. See, Oma pass act I friend act 1004. Sat to 2% special import levy. Omo promises omo be twem. And then omo dia to yenso up to 2024. Oto abama omo a ombesanso atrema mo atua. Taxation to production man by ano sanso the 5% national fiscal stabilization levy by. Start one and was ended 2017, almost trim to 2019. Sanso Shemra Act 1011 at the code 2024. 2023 and almost you almost so much. Omaje national fiscal stabilization levy 5% na as they say there. Omobeje almost sadino no my growth and sustainability levy. Pentimamento, the value is the same. You are paying all these taxes without knowing. In different ways and forms, and that is why I will be there. Because your shall was say he will move you from taxation to production or your trofo when in the bush so. A personal income tax, they reviewed it. The 35% personal income tax on a monthly chargeable income exceeding 10,000 was introduced in August 2018. This was reviewed to 30% on monthly chargeable income exceeding 20,000 in the year 2019. Mokai luxury vehicle tax. You say MPP bawumia I also no nim taxes muchen ubia or the tax be buyer. Car ni engine bro 1.5 liters be I say luxury car including toilet car nyina ye jeomo between 1,000 cedis to 2,500. Omoje ya twinye moja edru baby isuye demonstration no so omoja but omoje communication service tax they increased the rate by 50% from 6% to 9%. 6% to 9%. Communication service tax. Taxation to production for assembly account. Where you from 2021 to 2022 nko buy 1% COVID-19 levy on the 3% VAT flat rate and that one, making it 4%. Now, COVID the yari ababe kumi ya say edwuma so no yasanso timi ede dane to man for so ana in the whole world, not just Africa, not just West Africa, the whole world. Ghana nko na de COVID sa yare bone no adane to ato ne man for so malaria enti eba no na JJ Rollins the malaria levy ba ya enka ba womi ani akufu adon kade no beka. Do we have HIV levy? Or cholera levy? Or typhoid levy? Why do we have a COVID levy? 1% on VAT. And so how? So throw me a new National Health Insurance levy so na 2.5%. Yeah, the COVID levy na sans what so and also so 3.5. 5% financial sector cleanup recovery levy. Financial institutions are now omo wa wunye mu akebe to me 9 billion na save omo. They spent 25 billion on collapsing them. That is how wicked they were. Omuwe no mo san say yentua tax. Into what account, what bank the bank transfers this levy on you. You pay anytime you do any financial service. They transfer it, you pay. Look, 1.5% e-levy actually, only about 1%. I hope you are counting the taxes. If you count, you will get more than 50. More than 50. I'm telling you. The man who promised you said, obey move from taxation to production. Fuel idea, Juma. Look at the taxes. These were the people are not petrol boarding or bomb better so. Almost the energy sector levy 20 pesos. We a new one, 20 pesos. Every liter. Petrol ni diesel. Anwa konko no fried talk konko no beer 20 pesos. And almost the 18 pesos energy sector levy at LPG. Iti baby abefe biya yebechew. You will meet Bawumia and his wicked taxes. And almost the sanitation and pollution levy, the baller tax. And crime for Muntie, baller tax. High teen and Syoto Kakrebia. Na ensure yirifying because a fin we are engulfed in filth. Even gutters square was about the timono or minting by you to baller tax. Why would to petrol? Why would to diesel? Why would for car? Or be a tweeby. And so on find there was some there. Omudi chobanu spelele. Abuzavo, where no new taxes on fuel commodities, but where your taxes are, net that fuel so that omobeto ya no be say was so do omobete so. And also some ready on my road fund levy ya de kwan. Na your 40 pesos and normally I call 48 pesos every liter of diesel and petrol. At why you find the primary distribution margin. Now you 4 cedis 50 pesos. No, now 4.5 pesos and now 26 pesos. In Tumuno, a 477% increase. We are not just talking about a 10% or 20%. 477. How wicked can Bawumia be? That one tax handle on fuel, 477% increase. I'm giving you the facts. Check. Boss margin, now 3 pesos per liter of diesel and petrol. And then Oma Tumako 12 pesos. Percentage in 200%. Anyone that say petrol gallon present Mahama Brasona 14 cedis no. And then later I want no wedding check for 4 gallon yellow no. And that gallon 65 cedis. Petrol gallon. Inti adia de faka bia boy den e wo dwaso. Wo ton ayento ufri ayentua wo don sa show botomwa enti hwe so. It is because of a modern taxes. I want you to know, look, not even Idi Amin Dada. Pranero mukrana no moshini pano no o manyesa adewe. Look, fuel market margin na 1 cedi 50 pesos. And nobody are called 9 cedis. 9 na 1.5 pesos. It's somebody are called 9 pesos. 500% increase. UPPF na 9 pesos. Somebody are called 90 pesos. The entire petrol wire then na metro 900% increase. Abai bia ni wa Ghana beto wire set more than same way. 900% increase in UPPF. Fuel market margin 500% increase. Boss margin 300%. Primary distribution margin 477%. How wicked can you be? Yet you promise to move us from taxation to production. The same petrol. There will be a energy debt recovery levy. Now you 41 pesos and then 49 pesos. 19.5%. And you put the money to 4 ball. Increase in price stabilization recovery levy. Now petrol you 12 pesos. And then 16 pesos. The percentage is 33%. Now diesel no 1 liter beer the daso price stabilization recovery levy no. And also so na 10 pesos, somebody about 14 pesos. Into mono 40%. Where you twa menu tua. Sene be ya fa ngo boko soro aban na betimi aso ya sene no watebo no so. O ma ba betum agi over 3 billion in price stabilization recovery levies at free year. Edwuma was on mode year, which is that o fante petrol so no, they are not doing it. And into na no. VAT Omatum 2023 omatum 2.5%. In the VAT rate in 15%. Or they get fund NHI on the can one way to 20 something. Growth and sustainability levy 5%. Yeah, they are good companies so. When I am a yano, Liwe Becca when I'm a dream one mentiasian. Mama Ghana ya dini pebre. People are struggling in this country. Boys, enyejuma. Girls, enyejuma. Bet kakra brantie betwa on a football game. Na wanya bibi kakra to no bottom so no. Abrantie na bra predict obi wo obedi bet ba ko ne adi no be 100 times. Na one day oye lucky no timi predict score line bi ye no di bet kakra. We nya spa chacha ball score line or predicting no di na we nya 1,000 Ghana 500 ya but we me say no so 10% obeje. That is it. Fees and charges or mobile boom boom. I can go on and on and on. Shahamame ukojo mu anyama otona o say emu aye den no. In 2023 ba wo mi adem rebi ba parliament. The friend of the Excise Duty Amendment Act 2023. So Excise Duty Amendment Act 2023 Act 1093 no. Ensa yenom sparkling wine. Say alcohol ni sparkling wine. We adokodoko nsa. Na eto eda so no excise duty near 22.5%. But we me dey 45%. Not 30, no 45%. Man with the other mouth, me beta number and then boy day. You know why? Because by we me the law we call parliament, you know. Excise duty that's why na 10%, but we me dey 20%. Spirit me producer, ne cameraman yo mo dey hwe mo how far. Mopo enyumire ko a mabere mbetwa kakra no spirits nsa ano eden kakra na 25% and also so ba wo mia to 50% excise duty we dey emphasize nsa kra de nya de penti wo to emu tax a eye. What about nsu a nipa benom water mineral water aerated water na eto na excise duty na 17.5% or dey akọ 20% nsuo adokodo concern si chire wom ti se coke ye da hey. Excise duty 20%. Non-alcoholic beers, beer alcohol beer name 20%. Energy drink, ye be no menya hoden energy drink 20%. Cider beers 20%. Other non-alcoholic 20%. All in one law. Abusiafo, the taxes are so many. Oh, kan kwa na wabere. Se say the Bawomia 2024 the odiaba. Non-life insurance. Oh, kwa ku insure wo dan o car ne de keka ho a ye de VAT ato. Ye de VAT ato say wa wo dan na pese wo ton ana wo rent dan ye de VAT ato 5%. Textbooks are yamofra de besua de. Aban way for over 5 years. 6 to 6 years. Almost the new syllabus about no textbook. Textbooks are our for better mankoda, exercise books, newspapers, publications, architectural plans, scientific and technical works, magazines, periodicals, calendar, trade catalog, price list, diary, stationery, to say pen, stapler, taxation to production for, and also some of the VAT atoso. Offer planer, domestic air travel, VAT that's all. Domestic transportation, offer SRA VAT, offer formula VAT, offer insurance VAT, stamp duty atum, excise duty no, afekwa no matum boom. Na de nwanwa kra bro so no say omo de enwusie so eto ato nwusie so, enwusie to emissions levy. Enti ene wa wo moto abobo ya pragia okada mahama can do. Wa wo car say enwusie free to banko ade say 100 Ghana cedis afibia ne agel. And a factories no mo ye adwuma mo so produce nwusie no ye besusu nwusie na ehwa ye say nwusie no do so to 100. Ehwa ye say nwusie no we dey do so pa to 500. Enwusie to taxation to production people. And that is why His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has promised say bear tax 10% no ubitwem. Boys, this is good news for you. Just say you encourage chacha. No. About 10 BN you person e back to chacha. But betting has become a refuge for young people who are totally hopeless because they're human. It is over to make your boy tell you bibi kakra diabo akoma eye chance obakwa akobọ krono. Twa bet nya bibi kakra nye ho na bawumia wo don se kwa akọhye agene tax. Na wa be ka chese me ba me twam. Wo betwam atwa nu ne because una economy ni sha wonsa. Akufu ado so tie uche nipa bia because ono wo se ebe sikasem a omo number. Enu nti no do buy. Etu betwam atwam ne. Yes, President Mahama ni betime nya ne bugidie se obetwam. Because we cut taxation to production, you have moved us from taxation to more taxation and more taxation. You can't be trusted. Mahama Sanswa Shebo, this is good news for you. Mo amoye e momo mo to ade online e ti musika no Mahama say e levy obetwam. Ba wo mia copy so akoka bi. He cannot be trusted because onya no kwafo. Nanse ye Mahama apart from e levy o shia adwadifo kubata ye from Uguta. Or the assembly to be about ports, taxes, but we mean two woman donswa. Ama nyama boya den wa ports. Na ebiomusu bibia boya den. We are not shebo about those levies.
A person imported a car, and I was just looking at the charges. This is it's a 2023 Lexus. These are the charges. 20% import duty. Then after that, import VAT. Then processing fee. Then ECOWAS levy. Then vehicle examination fee. Then network charges. Then network charge VAT. Then network charge COVID. Oh, I was shocked. Then Ghana Shippers Authority. Then import NHIL. Then network charge NHIL. Then GHS disinfection fee. Then MOTI import declaration fee, special import levy, Ghana Export Import Bank levy, Ghana Education Trust Fund, Ghana Education Trust Fund network charge, African Union Import levy, then COVID Health Recovery levy, then certification, then IRS. You know, there's overage penalty by 0 because it's a new car. But if it was an overage car, it means it will be 23. You know?
One car will be the Abagana Wuyi. And what 23? In which country do you see this? And then man kasa about the Bawumia or position or kind about port duties. And how he said or better port duties so the be ya you bet me competing with Togo ne be keka ho. Ni nyina na ye nada, ni nyina na ye frakadam. Inti enne the duty of a car both me ye denche sika ye the talk car. Go and check Corolla duty at say. Go and check. Even cars and getting go and check. But there is good news. The nation builder, that honest visionary leader, that experienced leader, why ye be da? Or ye aye boafo ye be to me agenedino. Washebo. Said to one obey be afao. Mame.
Some of the levies and other things, what you say? Anything I can say, the charges at the port and some of the illegal fees, no, you don't pay your money a year for. So we'll work together on that.
Mepacho, this is President Mahama addressing traders. Say port levies, fees, the bena eku edwadifo no. Oni omo be ye adwuma. Na bebre wen hia superfluous na yenyin mfiri ho na edwadifo wen ha omo. Ko edwadifo wen ha omo a ya ye koto ebedi ne so ye ho be ha. Producer, by popular request, bo tape ni bi.
Some of the levies and other things, what you say? Anything I can say, the charges at the port and some of the illegal fees, no, so we'll work together on that.
So we work together, we'll take some of it out. Those are the words of the nation builder, John Mahama, the man you can trust. And I'm going to show you why you can trust Mahama. I believe, we are not quite for. Even if you are an MPP member, if you are bonting and I want to menyadre, if you are bonting, I'll be dimatem. But one kasa who conscience will tibua. Meaning say one kasa. In your loneliness, you will agree with our verdict that this man here, Alhaji Mahama Bawumia, or your trofo, or your dadafo, or your kuntumpuni, your jinidia, in ye ye. And for that matter, Boshe de one and some work as ya walk a cano, yatia bre, will be see a swap, and ko ma. Yem man and nada ye be the third time. This is just part one of exposing the dishonesty of the liar, the pathological chronic liar, Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia. There will be part two. And if you wait, mame, ye bape, but the less we forget, no, bro, near the NDC and you know, at waso, sharp, 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 sharp.
Let me be clear. I am utterly appalled and disappointed by the unprecedented unemployment rate we're seeing today. Perhaps if the government had not jettisoned the 40-year National Development Plan, which was developed by the NDC during my presidency, they would have adopted and implemented my 24-hour economy initiative, which was contained in that document. And that would have saved Ghanaians from these levels of unprecedented unemployment. But as the saying goes, elections
Yes, so this is Lest We Forget. And today on Lest We Forget, we are talking about Mahama, the nation builder. I want you to know the entire Kasa Mahama, a nation builder. Nation builder, Chese. Chese, or you be a impuntu dana kumaso. Will be a or Jonesha Kain, he's visionary, or when this wadihuno, or one share pa. Your man, a Quenya Manasumo May as president, you impuntu. The assay that in all sectors we saw. And I have this short video documentary put together in 2020 as part of the 2020 election. It's called John Mahama, the Nation Builder. Even though say a 2020 year video, no, it is still very relevant for today. So don't pay attention to the fact that it is 2020. Just watch this video because it is very relevant for the 2024 election. Yeah, the one who didn't hear, say, indeed, John Mahama is a nation builder you can trust.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the Nation Builder.
John Mahama, waya, 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 waya. Come on, hey, come on, hey. John Mahama, waya, 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 waya.
A nation builder is one with vision, a planner, and a master tactician. Here's a man with a team that understands that the implementation of free senior higher education, for example, requires adequate infrastructure in order not to destabilize an already working quality educational system. This is a man with a team that negotiates deals in a holistic manner, like the Tema Port expansion project that concluded with the construction.
hospitals, schools, power plants, factories, and yema be stadia, edja, osisi in just 4 years. Eto de bi say 4 years pe. Ebi aga na say adru no. De na Mahama be. Nti mujitum se masa Ghana pa on. Well, I have news for you. If 4 years is enough for Bawumia and Akufo-Addo to destroy Ghana, then 4 years is enough for John Mahama to rebuild Ghana. Because in Yuma Power, airports, schools, hospitals, acquiring interchanges, ema Ghana beye krabehe, edi sika, edi Juma bayan, in a short period of time, despite the challenges we faced. In 4 years. And now, Oba even more experienced than he was then. No? He would do more, far more than he accomplished in those 4 years. And I want to show you, say Mahama and Bawumia, they are not the same. Bako yo trofo osia onyo. Bako yo nokwafo osia oyo. And I want to show you some of the things President Mahama promised and indeed did in the health sector. There is a 717-bed University of Ghana Medical Center, Accra. It is the best hospital in Ghana. Oko University of Ghana, Legon campus, and Kranha. President Mahama built it. Jumediano President Mills Nefitiasie, Emrana President Mahama, Eye Nabediachre. And it's a shortcut sometime in March 2011. Parliament, in fact, Cabinet, Emma approval, also in 2011. Then, 2011, by June, July, Parliament approved the loan. Some meaning in a no man penny mills in your man penia. Na bedi echira obuano. Ama implemented sign is wadi huno. Na President Mahama, Sam Vice President Mahama. He was the chairman of the economic management team. Enti project no ho besiane hu sikasemi nyina no. Ona na ehye ne sa obo man penny mills. Ma mo ye sankrata seminar the cabinet approval, the parliamentary approval of the loan, and the keka ho. But by the time yes, signed the agreement for the hospital, many don't know, the agreement was signed in August. (2012), and that time President Mahama was. When somebody is your vice or your boss as president, you are inseparable, because I one take it near to Abamamo, and until as a president, you are vice president, and acting as president. So when Atamils was president, John Mahama became acting president several times. Same for Bawumia. So the vice president shares in the successes of the president and in the failings of the president. You can't separate it unless you resign. It is at most it means John Mahama did it. That is what it means. What you say? But I've explained where it started from. The sword cutting, March 2011. The cabinet and parliamentary approval, June, July 2011. President Mahama was vice. Eni ibimu koda wo yeka so munku fie kura no musu na wo tetetete na pratete asay no na me ka kire me say Mahama ofa de asay na wa ye ne ye. That is why we call him the nation builder. He builds, but Wumia and Akufo-Addo destroys. Look at the when this one there. When this one there. Rage Hospital, 420 bed. And I'm just showing you the exterior. Hotel. Mr. Hotel. A hospital as a hotel. 5-star. Look at it. Abusiafo, enya no nkwenye nkan dia 386 bed Upper East Regional Hospital. Maybe we no MPP for na mudi matter. Mo so mo nka mo dia masi. Mo regional hospital, mo quaternary hospital. Show us your Ridge Hospital, show us your University of Ghana Medical Center, show us your Upper East Regional Hospital. Show us. This election is about issues, it's about trust, it's about proving track record. Enya no dwane atro. And Upper East, the Anusuni, big hospital. There's an area view. Papa. We took these pictures in 2016 before we left office. Huge. And we added 400 beds for the people of the north. And you can see that here. This picture was taken in the evening, so it's not too clear. If you go on the internet, you see more. Now, hospital, papa, we feature here. Your friend of the Bang Hospital. You are the born new coronavirus by. Eno na je Ghana nkwa. MPP ministers now mudi papa ya terminal. Omusi oni mama mu no. Including the then Minister of Health Ajimamanu. Corona chi omo ana omo ji omo ho a enye no. Utu kwan a enye yie ko ya to airport ni mu. Ntimi nkwa Abrochi Hospital. Omo pe hospital papa akono. Omo nkwa Akufo-Addo Hospital. Omo nkwa Bawumia Hospital because omo ndibi. They went to the Bang Hospital, built by the Bank of Ghana under the able leadership of the then President, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the nation builder. The Bank Hospital, what was it? John Mahama, and this was their fair, or your guy, her hospital. Yeah, Mahama, go on hospital, let's say. Her hospital, the Bank Hospital. And if and this was her hospital, the Bank Hospital. Then, this is in cantonments here, Accra, here. 130-bed Ghana Maritime Authority Hospital. We also certificate President Mills Abreso, President Mahama came and continued it. Hospital kesiye pa. Na pampa mu nyina hospital no ye wo ba bia plane aeroplane eti bisi wona pampa me as an you can say a helipad and na mu hun ha no. This is the Ghana Maritime Hospital. Then 104-bed police hospital expansion. We expanded it by adding 104-bed hospital. No work that any tremu yene kama. And also some kind here. This was 2016 when we were about to leave office. And now quite seen they don't vote for you. Command to Obama mean to me chemaso. I know. Ensure no one can share that man and crow for be at the Sese Nipanyema. President Mahama is not like that. But these things were done in Ashanti because they are central for the northern sector. All the regions, Bono, Ahafo, and even the northern regions can access them. 250 bed, Ewafari. Upper West, 160 bed. These are Eurojust projects. Yes, Kufuor signed agreements, got cabinet and parliamentary approval. Besikana, Omokan Somoko Peno, Ama. President, Male President Mahama, and in August 2012, through a partnership between Absa Bank in SA and a Barclays Bank PLC, you pay Sika every year, sir, Eurojust projects, including Upper West Regional Hospital. President Mahama economy is serious. So, Afaridie, Medical Kahwasem, the same thing. Apart from that, 7 district hospital, Dodowa, Fomena, Kumawu, Abetifi, 120 bed. It's our district hospitals. MPP can tell you. Dodowa, you see, we in 4 years, many people. Or more, my Bob Bessiacha, Bambia, Wagana, Bakosemu, Ajeje taxes, Acha, Bambia, and all you see, Kacha, Bambia. They can't show you one district hospital they've started and finished. Okay, almost agenda 111. 111, no more can somebody have back couldn't be seen. He said, you almost maybe 2026 and Tronquan, you can't trust them because he cannot omedinina. So, this is Kumawu Hospital, you see. Hospital no kwa obesi area omumie no kra no na dani asem. UGMC for 1 year no moko. Omuzo omumie. The same thing. They abandoned these projects for years. Kwa betifia, omaja to wama hospital na sese. It is there. Bekwai 120 bed hospital. District hospital Stepa Nsoko Konongo Salaga Chifipraso Madina. The 100 hospital. John Mahama took the loan for all these things. And Sakra na President Mahama was also Jebusia 89 million euros for the construction of 85 bed district hospitals at Bupe, Tolon, Sola, Sobenya, Wita. So I can go on and on. This is just part one of his achievements. I don't want to spend too much time. But what am I communicating to you? Wow, hear me. What I'm communicating to you. And I say, in Penyufo Mienua, Omujina yenim se yentu abama womono. Bako, ujini di enye because onyano kwafo. Shebwa wuniso. Ade any white or say a black or say a white or your trofo. That is alajiba wemia. President Mahama wantesa. And that is why you can't associate lies with President Mahama. He thinks ahead. Or where ade be hinya or minor yemma any chilima and he invests in that. And those things no kwa won fan ko. Ujama o minor. Send be ya MPP NDC Ghana fu nyina. Ye benya so mfa so ne afaya so ntuma pefra. That is why I've showed you a few, just a few polyclinics, health centers, CHIP compounds. Can't want them. District hospitals, you see, I jumped. And we will get another time and talk about part 2 of Mahama's achievements, the nation builder's achievements in the health sector. In the hand, the less we forget in ABC. And I believe, say, you watching, you agree with me. Say, it will be the Ghana Shannon 2024 and beyond, 2025 and beyond. It is none other than the nation builder. Yen will be a wayebida. Yen mani nyuma pa. En kasamano. Nen for me shanesa. And President Mahama will not let us down. Ye ko NDC and youth segments. A free NDC and youth segment in the BAPE. I'm going to talk to you about the 24-hour economy in the next few minutes. And Sunday, the Nejumedino, Abaye, Shiwe Mami Sisi, Meba Sisi.
Let me be clear. I am utterly appalled and disappointed by the unprecedented unemployment rate we're seeing today. Perhaps if the government had not jettisoned the 40-year National Development Plan, which was developed by the NDPC during my presidency, they would have adopted and implemented my 24-hour economy initiative, which was contained in that document. And that would have saved Ghanaians from these levels of unprecedented unemployment. But as the saying goes, elections come with consequences. The stark reality is that the current 8-hour working system is inadequate to create the production, productivity, and well-paying jobs required for the revival of Ghana's currently bankrupt economy. It is also inadequate to produce enough goods and services for export. My young people, extraordinary times require extraordinary interventions for extraordinary results. The 24-hour economy initiative is the answer for now and the future. It will create an enabling environment with deliberate policies for business, companies, and government institutions to operate 24/7 in a 3-8-hour shift system. In addition to the traditional 8-hour system, the 2 additional work shifts that my administration will introduce will double and sometimes triple or quadruple the number of jobs that participate in public and private entities that we currently have. This is the 24-hour economy optimization strategy, giving more to society, providing efficient service delivery, and generating decent and well-paying jobs. The benefits of this system will include, but not limited to, 24-hour port and harbor services, 24-hour customs services, 24-hour DVLA services, 24-hour agro-processing factories, 24-hour manufacturing industries, 24-hour construction companies, 24-hour diversified sanitation and waste management services, 24-hour financial institutions, 24-hour healthcare services, not just emergency care, 24-hour community pharmacy care, 24-hour tourism, creative arts, and entertainment industry services, and 24-hour retail centers, and more and more and more. As has already been estimated, the Ghana Police Service alone, at its present capacity, will require nearly 25,000 new and additional personnel to manage the 24-hour economy's additional working shifts. And keep in mind that the police service, as it stands now, even without the 24-hour economic initiative, already requires additional staff and motivation to meet the optimum police-to-population ratio. We'll adopt a multi-stakeholder approach because the beneficiaries of the 24-hour economy are diverse. Unemployed youth, including unemployed graduates, farmers, traders, small and medium-scale businesses, students who need vacation jobs, and the underemployed. No one will be left out. I'm determined to provide the necessary incentives such as favorable tax measures, cheaper and reliable power, financial support through the Ghana Exim Bank, oil revenue, and the National Women's Bank, which we will establish to soften the ground for both public and private participants who sign up to the 24-hour economy initiative in order to have a smooth takeoff.
That was the nation builder, President Mahama, explaining to you, in summary, the cracks of the 24-hour economy policy. This is just a 4-minute video. The MAN say, "Well, potokasa, ubi I want to potokasa seno, ibiano went to be antiase, and untina me wahe." To just break it down in the Cree language, so that wa want to potokasa na seno be to be antiase. This 24-hour economy is what is going to change Ghana. We never ma Ghana ye krabehe because we need ejuma pa eba Ghana, not ejuma bi akeke, ejuma pa. A ni munyam wo ho aketua pada ho. We never ma Ghana economy na nyina ye kese na ye ka abu nkama fa yeso ayentimi ntua no yetimi atua. So let me just use a few minutes to summarize to you what President Mahama is talking about. Yedika di nkomo we da we don't know where rekopoku. Ba mpanyi se abaso ba na meja pai. Enu tie ne yebesanso akabiem. Because omo tumfutrogu amanfo ani on 24-hour economy no. So munya ya we will also never we will not stop, never, preaching the gospel of the 24-hour economy according to John Dramani Mahama. So, you got 24-hour economy. What are we talking about? Very, very simple. A deliberate policy. Yewra Mahama ede bagana. Se ode enhyehyɛ egu akwam na ankrankra nyuma, whether businesses or companies, any aban nyuma binom etumi ayɛ adwuma 24/7. Omo adwuma no be 24/7. Because 24 hours are onyame de adom ye dakro bia no. Omo be chemu miensa. Dɔhwene nwɔtwe. Nti obi kwa adwuma no pa no nwɔtwe a ye adwuma dɔhwene nwɔtwe no wapo anwumre no nan. Na obi akwa adwuma no nan wa ye adwuma no dɔhwene nwɔtwe no wapo 12 am. Na obi so akɔ 12 am. Waye adwuma dɔhwene nwɔtwe wapon anopa 8 am. Sa. So human beings omo ye adwuma no benya ahome, benya braje, ahome, benya brada. But the businesses and the economy will never sleep. They will work 24/7. This is it. Very, very simple. 24-hour economy no. That certain businesses, certain companies, certain government institutions will be supported by the government to run 24/7. Mame mo ne to fama e te say, wasi so ubobra wo ye teacher ni. Bo so me yetu aka 2000 cedis. Wo de ahwe wo ho adu baabi. But the do baby no. Wafa akohwibra kakra sebi. Etu wo sika na wo de aye masem. Na de akotena chop bar, wo de akotena bia bar, na de atwa wanim spelele. Te se obi a minim no. Eni na watwe na sika na hye. Enti age sa wo kɔbɔ besia. Ebi another 3000. Wo kɔgye besia no so na wadi asɛ no. Enti wabɔ brabɔni akohwibreya fokubreya wabɔ masese wabɔ asesa. Eka ye den amene wo. Oji waketua na untimi mfa ntua wo ka. Oje ye ekoka ka no so kra untimi ntua mu 1% mpo. Ɛna watena se adwen wo din se se metena ho the message be demiri famu se meye adwuma 8 hours pa. Na maje me ebosom ya ketua 2000 as a teacher. Enti mi nsome ne me ma ne me yere no ye didie de ye be hye de ye be no mpo. Na kampesa etinye tua me ka ama me fi ohia ne yekam. Eno nti me nya akwadworo. Meye adwuma den. Instead of working 8 hours no, meye adwuma ni bia ka ho. Se ne be ya me sika be doso na metime tua me ho ka. Na me ma me yere muso anya ebra papa bi etimi abo. Abusianfo so bi kasa wakabone ana. Just ask yourself this. This is what the 24-hour economy is about. Because Ghana and this teacher no wakobo brabone ama e ka mene no. All because your mind is share ba wumiansa. Wabe bobusia me ka mene o mind no. And therefore, say ne President Mahama say Ghana yenye adwuma 8 hours pa. Da ben dan ye betumi yenye sika unemployment is so high, almost 15% from 8% under Mahama. And because of that, national security say so this is a serious issue. And that is why President Mahama says we can't do the same things and expect different results. Extraordinary circumstances, extraordinary times require extraordinary interventions for extraordinary results. And until 8 hours agana yedi ye adwuma no yen sesa no onyame aboye wama ye 24 hours abode mu nyanza pefo say ubetumi ada 8 hours e the 16 hours aka ye adwuma. Why do we work only 8 hours? Until obeye 24-hour economy. businesses, companies, state institutions, binuma, maybe a bit rich room, or more 24/7. And the adjuma na wo ye no, which me mienu instead of one. Na we see car kosoro. Adwuma na unya bi nya because 8 hours but say wo benya bi aye because ye be chiche mu miensa kwaku kwa no pa na ya wo kwa awia na amaso kwa anadwo wo enya adwuma no pa obenya adwuma anadwo. That is what the 24-hour economy is all about. Now obi ka say, I mean, why do we need a 24-hour economy? That is what I've explained to you. 24-hour economy, a policy, they solve so many problems at a time. Because they say, Ghana, you're coming. The only way we can get out of it and go back on the capital market, and they say your GDP, you seek a send debate to me, and you say, what said the way the year to 2 years, you can't be a credit. Because then, what the year cut to 2 years, so and about what the year cut to your wet and why back a crabby. I feel your copper will be by my baby. I feel you must wa any honor 24-hour economy, dear Jumeba. Sikai be new honor. I buy more revenue because there is more production and more productivity. There is efficiency. So these are the benefits of 24-hour economy. Baby. Now, I told you, say, what are the sectors? President Mahama Bobomao. My name is in the tape of a boy. In the just a million America. This is the manner. What damn nyame asono daye. Say on for 24-hour economy, bra. We say we will have 24-hour passport services. We will have 24-hour post and harbor services. We will have 24-hour custom services, 24-hour DVLA services. We need na buy juma. But e wu hiya maye. Yet, per passports Ghana ni supposed mean si ana wunya bi. Minimum bi wa apply for passport this year. Since January, the senior can passport. Would you bribe still emma? Because even though you can apply for the passport on your phone, thanks to John Mahama or the online passport application, not by Wumi Awucha a Hontro. The processing of the passport not check. NT and Mahama passport office, no anopa, just like we are doing now, 8 to 5. And now 4. Sa batch ne pon another batch beba for another 8 hours. Sa batch ne pon. Let's give citizens better services. The demand is there. The pressure and traffic is there. President Mahama said the post too, the same thing. What this means, they say, send you my na. Say the passport office wo, you my 400,000 24-hour economy inti mienu beka ho inti e 300,000. Wa wo hwe me no inti wunya bi nya na. The same for ports, the same for customs, the same for DVLA. Inti adwuma no formally no ebe cost times 2, times 3, times 4. And because these people are engaged in productive work, the state will benefit. The more passport application they process, the more revenue Ghana gets. The more goods we clear at the port, the more revenue. It will be say, oh now for mu bebre sa be den tuo moka. Adwuma no mo ye no hu sika e ba na ne de betua wonka. That is it. That is what we mean by 24-hour economy e ba be boa ma adwuma buso. Na economy na ba wo mi ane akufo ado ase no afa ntoma pa efra. Now, the declaration say apart from the public sector, private sector also can be. And the agro processing factories, manufacturing industries, construction companies, ama contractor kwa onko ye kwan ba ko or ye ni 8 hours into no timi dia femiensa. Na kwa ne kwe tutu say amanfo person mo use kwa no ntumi nyusu no mine bo woka ye tua ho interest on delayed payment. They say President Mahama say a major project say yesuku say ye kwan construction. We are 24/7 because abino ebema umbo ebi mebo so. Inti adwuma 400 laborers say well there's one offer carpenters for na wofa, mason for na wofa, omo be consume na wofa. Wofa no mo miensa. Nti adwuma no bebu so. Na kwan no wetumi aye ne ntem ama oman na nya so mfa so. They are all here in toast processing into tin tomatoes, the same thing. Or no mo miensa 8 hours, 8 hours, 8 hours. 3 batches of workers adwuma bebre so that they can produce more. Na Ghana yankasa yetimi di what we grow and process. Na yede dia kana kwa mono na yakoton akonya foreign exchange. That is what the 24-hour economy is about, to increase production, productivity, revenue, and more importantly, create sustainable jobs. In the financial institutions, Bola, Okwa Brucha is Sananajo, President Mahama, the same thing, 24 hours, no break. Community farmer care, healthcare services, tourism, retail centers, he has spoken about all of them will run 24/7. Now, the Crown said there will not be any limit to the sectors that have benefited from the 24-hour economy policy. And in Mwaben na abayin edeboa these private companies. The kind ahobambo security. Ut video no tie ni ya President Mahama ka say ya the private security ni a police for be carbon. Na campaign a wo ye adwuma 24/7 bia na yama na hobambo ka hobambo ni wa 24 na 24-hour economy ni mra na nya police ni biko. Apart from that, private security companies are no be adwuma ni nyina no obo so be fa nipa bebre enti adwuma wo operate 24/7 bia no security for ha ye bon ho ban. On the streets they are there, at your workplace they are there. Bia betumi akọ na adwuma a onsuro hwe umpewe na pede ben. Then tax incentives to our businesses need to my ready to natural. How can any business survive in this environment? The last time businesses in Koma free Ghana because of high taxes. Unilever for big pen, Glovo, which is you can a lot of businesses leaving Ghana to Cote d'Ivoire and our surrounding neighbors, our neighboring countries, because taxes need also. President of production, cost of doing business not so. Back on the same tour no yabete so. Back on the same Kenya buono. One of the huge overhead costs on President Mahama so better so. Bema special meter who ye adwuma najoa ete oketuwa bi as compared to what we ye adwuma wia. Nti obi si o ene adwuma yefo no be ye adwuma anadwo nko because I want Kenya boefo there be. The meter is calibrated to read 24/7. So if you are not working during the day and consuming meter ne be hu anadwo, it will not read as it ought to read. You can't beat the system. And that is why there will be a 24-hour economy secretariat. There will be regulation. So people will not be able to take advantage. Now the end of the say, President Mahama say, we'll give them financing support. Now you see, there are a lot of things to talk about under the 24-hour economy. And the main team, they will call baby here me pa. Sammy Gyamfi betumi Canada on the 24-hour economy. President Mahama betumi Canada. Sometimes MPP for so NDC communicators in Tininchrim. To be hununa communicator ba kubi. I manage over 1,000 of communicators. It happens. And non said the 24-hour economy is not doable or is not a good policy. And then I made the make about 24-hour economy now. Omuntwa me video no to Facebook and trade me. Omuntwa video no to Facebook and trade me so Ask yourself that. I don't know, Rikopoku Bejina Hachre 24-hour. But I want to in you my kuo. Omunye NDC, omunye MPP. Omunye na oma dream Mahama 24-hour economy. I want you to see what day these neutrals are saying about the 24-hour economy policy. Number one, TUC, Trade Union Congress. Ghana Jumayofo nyina ku batime. Ghana Jumayofo nyina MPP NDC fo nyina ka ho. This is their verdict. Or say it is a great idea. TUC boss says Mahama 24-hour economy could be the game changer. Charges youths to get ready for jobs. This man is not a politician. Only economists. Any medjuma wasem change MPP serial callers, ni social media communicators na. Omo kasa pan. Onim che omo 100 times. Say kasa maganda jumayofo. Say this is a game changer. Producer abo video ni mae. No mo huye no mo hwe.
We are also very interested and we are eager to know a lot more about his great idea of a 24-hour economy. I think this one, comrade, you have to take your time. Because I can imagine the amount of jobs that this kind of thing will create. That could be the game changer. I'm telling you that you have opportunities in this country. We work 24 hours, 3 shifts. So if you don't get a job in the morning, you can get it in the afternoon or in the night. So where are the young people? Get ready for jobs.
Where are the young people? Get ready for jobs. This is the TUC General Secretary speaking for the workers of Ghana. And here the MPP ni catch. Listen to the experts. Listen to the experts. Obi bakazo we edwumayofo akrache for. Okay, yenko tie adwadifo so. Adwadifo wo Ghana nyina wuku. Ye from Ghana Union of Traders Association, GUTA. Almost so asemo makeni. GUTA president endorses Mahama's 24-hour economy. Ebi ana wunyini. Your friend Dr. Joseph Obeng, the president of GUTA, has backed the 24-hour economy policy proposed by John Mahama. Dr. Mua and the Kasama Ebiadifui. She video ni Mrs. here.
And Your Excellency, let me give you one thing about your 24-hour economy. I think we had a program at School of Mass Communication. It was live, and I've actually tantamount. And so it made the place very congested and can. So, Your Excellency, let's think about the things that create nuisance in the day and put them in the night. So, it shouldn't be difficult for us to say that when you are clearing your goods within the weekdays where market is going on, unless maybe it is Sunday.
This is the president of the Ghana Union of Traders Association, Dr. Joseph Obeng. Doctor. What they think about it. About the 24-hour economy policy. Menya sure as a political party be the policy about Ghana. Neutrals, TUC, GUTA, all of them applauding that this is a good policy. We're in Ghana everywhere. If you are still not convinced, let me show you more. This is Institute of Energy, Institute of Economic Affairs, IE. Dr. John Kwache, the Director of Research. What the policy be ba omo wonim di omo ye hwehwemu se policy ni ye papa na nye papa hana na ji mensa ye adwuma muntie di okan was a 24-hour economy apt for a country with high unemployment was a 24-hour economy And ya dear pa Ghana or Maya Jumenim no ye here. This is the IE Institute of Economic Affairs, not MPP, not Sammy Gyamfi. I've shown you TUC, I've shown you Guta, I've shown you IE, I'll show you more. Federation National Union of Ghana Students. Ekubata and Wahoma Education for Ghana. Listen to their verdicts. Guta Nooks, emphasis on Nooks. Students are Ghana. MPP NDC for Yinakambi. Nooks endorse Mahama's 24-hour economy policy. Graphic online. December 5th, 2023. Evidence in it. Maybe Omo makasa nyina no kra no you are not convinced. Impenyisi bomochichie. Ofinsu ase be ka choso danche mawa ye ni na chinye. Obi aniwa NDC ne joma amasem chen MPP ni. One of them oboye chipa oyene swafo hwe omeyayare hwe ne yayare sabia apomudi hu nsem so Minister for Health Dr. Bernard Okuboy Uni Bobo type papa on kasa about 24-hour economy. 24-hour economy. I am not the kind who will say it is not possible. What? Wait a minute. 24-hour economy. I am not the kind who will say it is not possible. Dr. Okuboy. I said, maybe the mean to me can say it is not possible because it is possible. MPP new. Someone with MPP for no crowd mugu ho awodo. E wo mole for no. Mole for no. The NDC baba bi omo say enye. But doctor for no wo say no. Omo dwen ho omo say, we dear. Ade no cray ba kon. President Mahama we BT. This is a good policy for Ghana. Maybe you free say Ghana web for the year Okuboy anka. Well, producer, play the video and let everybody see it.
I'm not the kind who will say that a policy is not possible. No. I mean, I don't work in that realm. Everything that you think of is possible. Manche, 24-hour economy has existed in some form, percentage. Maybe let's say it's 1%. Anybody who says we can take it to 80% is not dreaming, it's possible. But it is the details that will show how fast we move. And for me, let me make it.
So it's not a bad idea.
Oh.
I know we don't have time, but this is the Minister of Health.
I'm not the kind who will say that a policy is not possible. No. I mean, I don't work in that realm. Everything that you think of is possible. Manche, 24 to 80% is not dreaming, it's possible. But it is the details that will show how fast we move. And for me, let me make it.
So it's not a bad idea.
Oh.
All right, so that is Dr. Okuboy. Need I say more? No. Me have me okra nkabinka. MPP ni. So onzo no nyame si ye ne nyema onyame na kwan doso omo ye enye no akaba akwa se masaka no kre ade ne bebo Ghana ka Mahama na de ade paba so on say APF na no pie so because enye possible boy possible so ade ne wo hokra na ye ne nkitin ye bitumi aye ne kese it is possible. That is what Okuboy said. You can go and watch the full video. This is another MP where they are no kreka into what to abetia no MPP. Nipe bia ni wa MPP mu a oka no kra, they will continue to vote for you. Dr. Dixon Adomako Kisi MP for Nyanso too. I say MP praises Mahama NDC for 24-hour economy proposal. I'm ready to me video next time I watch or Metro TV or Bob President Mahama Basosa, and that is why they voted against him. Now this is CPP. You know, wakwa joining the Great Alliance with Alanche Mountain. Dr. Abu Sakara, onye NDC ni. Omo ami yi o manu di semchire wu nyina no. Omo NDC for either MPP for and neutrals. Ne de keka ho doctors. I don't see anything wrong with 24-hour economy policy, Dr. Busakara. Now, when I am at Deno, Alan Kodjo Chemante, this is the manner MPP for Kofano. Manabeye, one district, one factory, Mawomo. He was Minister for Trade for, I think, more than 6 years, if I'm not mistaken. Alan Chemante said, you lack understanding in politics. Alan Jabs Bawumia, critics of Mahama 24-hour economy. I said, where the ama or can say we trikasem? It may be say it's a video no now who the Alan Chemante can about Mahama's visionary, revolutionary 24-hour economy policy. Shall we, ma'am?
John Mahama, Obeka said, only the Oba or the 24-hour economy, remember? Yes, sir. So, Kasa on Carboni. Obi Obeka say 24-hour economy no enya di papa no na so no on politics ase.
This is Alan Kodjo Chemante. I've shown you what Afrafranto aka Osonofo CAye, Afrafranto CAye, Alliance for Abusakara, Dr. Abusakara or CAye, TUC for say Ebeboa game changer. Guta force eye papa students see Institute for Economic Affairs. Intisa MPP serial caller na social communicator no yamani 200 Ghana 300 Ghana data. I no they run a 24-hour economy as no. It's because on tiasie. Omo matena brochire o maye adwuma mienu miensa a day. Obi ani wo be run 24-hour economy down. O man bia obekwa ahochire mu tise Ghana no. The 24-hour economy is your only way, especially when the majority of your population ya babunu, but omunya ejuma. 24-hour economy the bema ejuma naba. Ento your babunu na wo hweme, na wo pe ejuma. We need a sword and a John Mahama. John Mahama thinks about you. John Mahama cares about you. John Mahama unyame na sono dae. So for 24-hour economy imra. Then how kese number 1 eda Ghana so ye adwuma sem no ye mfa metu ase na memo ane mabawa omo ma wie school omo suansa no adwuma omo person omo de omo ho de ye adwuma obi anya bibi nye na my Ghana intimi mfa na tuma pemfra. This is NDC 360 the 9th edition, and this brings me to the end of my presentation. This segment was the NDC and you, and today we just spent time briefly to talk about the 24-hour economy policy. The other woman say Mahama oyenokafo osia waye bida, and so you can trust him to deliver on the 24-hour economy policy. Let's read few messages. The first one I have here is Ataglia Raphael Adegiyoke. Dr. Bawumia, the chairman of the economic mismanagement team, is not different from a fraudulent company. Dr. Bawumia can never be trusted. Asante Yautenkran say, a vote for Bawumia is a vote for Kufuado and MPP to continue our current hardship. How profound. A vote for Bawumia is a vote for Kufuado and MPP to continue our current hardship. Otu abanema Bawumia, upana Kufuado ne nache mafia for watu ama omo beka bo masanso abetwe aso ama ye ho akire. That is what Asante Yao is saying. Yusuf Abendao, or say Alhaji Bawumia is the worst vice president we have had in the Fourth Republic. He is only good at lies. That's a fact. Then Michael Dukrugu, or say Dr. Bawumia has no integrity. He has allowed lies to destroy him. Ishaku Salifu say JDM is the person to be trusted, and we will vote for JDM. Next messages no. Next, Nene Gaddafi GH say Bawumia lies with arrogance and confidence. Bawumia utatra or the kukodro ene dwene ahanta in utratro no. Ti wa hwe ya wunhu. Ghanaians, please watch out. He is coming like Ruto of Kenya. Let's not give him that chance. That came from Nene Gaddafi of Ghana. Shamsuddin say vote for Mahama to rescue Ghana from looters. And Frederick in Hana Ajay say we thank Mahama for the sports bet cancellation tax. And in fact, the NDC manifesto will be launched very soon. Latest by the end of the second week of August, the manifesto will be launched. Now, President Mahama launching manifesto now. Taxes be briba me bobo so idea ho kira ba no. Mobete what he has to say about it. There are a lot of the taxes he's going to scrap. It's not just the promise here, because Bawumia too will be promising to scrap taxes. He has already started promising. But I know that he can scrap the taxes today, like President Mahama said. He doesn't have to make a promise. This is all time will allow me to read. Next week, we may have more time to read more messages. This was the 9th edition of NDC 360. Mediane Sammy Gyamfi Musonfo. Achame Hema NDC Amajoko. Yeda Wezo TV for us. Inuya Standogbe and then a pound for. Yeda Angel TV. Inuya Benny, Erica Hianyo. Inuya Papa Ewofa Yebibia Julius Debra Yeda Omwase. Miami Nuya Echo Kevin Taylor. O US Abruchimemo on the Loud Silence TVQ Yeda Mwase. Maranatha TV4 Yeda Mwase. Yeda Unuya TV for so ase. Yeda Angel TV for ase. Omo mofa jumedi live inina. Yeda Obibi ase. And those who will be repeating the show on Kesman, Kwesieda 8 p.m. on Adom TV.